Opening with the queen's pawn controls the center and usually leads to a more positional development of the pieces. The Indian game begins by controlling the important e4 square with the knight, rather than a pawn. c4 builds a strong center by controlling the important d5 square and creates a square for the knight to come to c3 without blocking the c-pawn. e6 opens up a line for the dark-squared bishop and prepares to castle quickly. Knight c3 develops the knight to fight for the e4 square and to control d5. In the Nimzo-Indian defense, bishop b4 pins the knight on c3, preventing it from moving or protecting e4, and threatens to trade. Queen c2 defends the knight on c3 and continues the fight for the e4 square. d5 takes space in the center and attacks the c4 pawn. a3 attacks the bishop on b4, forcing black to retreat the bishop or exchange the bishop for the knight on c3. Bishop takes c3 check captures the knight and puts the white king in check. Queen takes c3 recaptures the bishop and supports the d4 and c4 pawns. Castling gets the king out of the center and activates the rook, developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. Black develops the knight and attacks the center. This pins a knight, which restricts its mobility. One of the best moves. After all captures, this is an equal trade. A straightforward recapture. This prepares the bishop for development. Applying pressure to white's pawn chain. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. The bishop is kicked by a pawn and must now move or be captured. This threatens to eventually win material. This allows the opponent to win a pawn by eventually removing a key defender. This overlooks a better way to tactically win a pawn. This moves the rook to safety. This is the strongest option. A clear recapture. This is an equal trade. After all captures, this is an equal trade. This is not the right idea. This is the only move that works. This overlooks an opportunity to develop a rook off its starting square. This is the only good move. The correct move to safety. There were worse moves, but also something much better. This overlooks an opportunity to win a tempo by threatening a rook. The game is still close to equal, but black lost their advantage. The queen is not as active as before on this square. This missed an opportunity to punish a mistake, putting the knight on a blockade square. This threatens to win a rook through a discovered attack. This prevents the opponent from being able to win a rook through a discovered. This threatens to force the loss of castling rights. Only one move worked there, and this wasn't it. This is the only good move. This is not the right idea. This stops the opponent from being able to tactically win a knight. That's fine. This is the way to win a queen. This steps away from the checking queen. This wins a queen. This creates a counter threat against the queen, as opposed to retreating. This wins material.